Hi, welcome to Nomi's Academy. In this video, we are going to be looking at cycle theorem, and then we are going to solve problems under Theorem 6. In the previous video, we stated and proved Theorem 6. It says that if one side of a cyclic quadrilateral is produced, the exterior angle so formed is equal to the interior opposite angles. So we are going to be using that idea to solve problem in this particular video. So let's pick the first example. Have example 1. Find the marked angles in the diagram. Okay, we call this side or this angle Q. This angle is called P. This angle is called R. And then this is extended to T, and this point is S. Now we have this angle to be 100 degrees, and we're asked to find X and Y. This is also Z, and then the exterior angle is 81 degrees. So we are asked to find the marked angles in the diagram. So the marked angles in this diagram are X, Y, and Z. So we are going to find the sizes of the angle which is marked X, Y, and Z. Okay, now let's begin by looking for, let's start alphabetically, or we go this way, yes, alphabetically. Let's find X. Solution. So we can say X is equal to 81. And what is the idea behind that? We say X is equal to 81 degrees. What's the idea behind that? If you remember Theorem 6, we stated and proved, we said that the exterior angles formed when one side of a cyclic quad is produced, the exterior angle formed is equal to the opposite interior angle. So this is the opposite interior angle. Angle X is equal to 81 degrees. So we write the statement: exterior angle, the exterior angle is equal to the opposite interior angle. So the value of X is 81. Now to find Y. We have Y plus 100 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. And what is the reason behind this statement? Okay, remember Theorem 5, which says that the two opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral sum up to 180 degrees, meaning Y and 100, which are opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral, sum up to 180 degrees. So we just say sum or angles in a cyclic quad, that is quadrilateral. So to find Y is equal to 180 degrees minus 100 degrees. So the value of Y is 80 degrees. Then finally, to find Z, we say Z plus 81 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. And what's the reason behind this statement? The reason behind this statement is that both angles are on a straight line. So we say sum of angles on a straight line. And sum of angles on a straight line is 180 degrees. So Z is equal to 180 degrees minus 81 degrees. So the final answer there is going to be Z is equal to 99 degrees. So you can see that the value of X is 81, the value of Y is 80, and then Z is 99 degrees. So these are the sizes of the angle or the marked angles. So we use the idea in Theorem 6 to find the value of X. All right, let's pick another example. Okay, so still having the same statement, but in a different example. We call it example 2. Find the marked angles in the diagram. Now here is the diagram. We have a diagram like this. Okay, this is angle A, angle B, angle C, and angle D, and then this point is angle E. So we call this angle Y, the marked angle Y. This particular angle is 110 degrees, and this angle is 75 degrees, and then here is X. So now we are asked to find the marked angles. The marked angles in this diagram is X and Y. X and Y. So to find X and Y, let's start with the first one, X. So we can see that ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. So to find X, we say solution X plus 100 degrees is equal to 180 degrees, and that is sum of angles in a cyclic quadrilateral. So let's clean the other side of the board. All right, so let's continue with the solution. So to find X in this case, we say X is equal to 180 degrees, and then we move plus 110 to the other side. It becomes 1 minus 110. So X is equal to, here is 70 degrees. So the value of X is 70 degrees. Now to find Y, we consider the triangle AED. Okay, so now in AED we have X plus Y plus 75 degrees equal to 180 degrees. Now what's the reason behind this statement? The reason is sum of angles in a triangle. Sum of angles in a triangle. Now we know what is X. X is 70. We have 70 plus Y plus 75 equal to 180 degrees. Now to find Y plus 70 plus 75 is 145 degrees equal to 180 degrees. So Y is equal to 180 degrees minus 145 degrees. So finally, Y is equal to 35 degrees. 35 degrees. So X is 70 and then Y is 35 degrees. All right, one more example. Let's pick one more example. Okay, so in this case, you are going to example 3. So find x and y in the diagram is thus. We have P, S, R, and then we have another this way, and this is Q. This is called X. 36, 60, and Y. Okay, so to find X and Y, in this case, to find X and Y, but before we proceed, let's find the value of Y first. The first thing to do is Y. So solution, we see that triangle PRS is an isosceles triangle, isosceles triangle. So it means that for the triangle to be an isosceles triangle, it means that the base angles are equal. So okay, so let's proceed. Then angle P is equal to angle R, meaning that Y is equal to 36 degrees. Then we have to give a statement: base angles of triangle PRS. Okay, so that's the base. The base angles are equal. So we need to find angle at S. Angle at S, we have P plus R plus S is equal to 180 degrees. That is sum of angles in a triangle. Angle at P is 36 plus angle at R is 36, and then S is equal to 180 degrees. So these two sum up to, we have X plus this sum up to 72 degrees equal to 180 degrees. Then angle at X is equal to 180 degrees minus 72 degree, which is equal to 108 degrees. So angle at this point, angle at S is 108 degrees. So to find X, X plus, or we use the letter Q, angle Q plus angle S is equal to 180 degrees. And what's the reason behind this statement? The reason behind this statement is that is a cyclic, or angles in a cyclic quadrilateral, or quad in short. Okay, so Q is X plus angle at S is 108 degrees. So finally, to find the value of X, let's clean this side. To find the value of X, so X is equal to 180 degrees minus 108 degrees. X is equal to, when you do the subtraction, then we have 72 degrees. So X is 72 degrees and Y is 36 degrees. Alright, so we've come to the end of the calculation. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.